Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is Marcus Rosa, aka Mazuma TV, back at y'all with another live for the day, man. I hope everybody's having a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive night. I hope y'all had a great day overall, man. Many blessings to you and yours. You feel what I'm saying? We got some things that we currently need to discuss going on in the boxing world. We're gonna speak about the possibility of David Benavidez and Jesse Hart fighting, and while there might be a little bit confusion on both sides, along with the Daniel Dubois versus Anthony Joshua rematch seeming to be guaranteed in the near future. And we're going to speak about if David Benavidez is avoiding David Morrell. You see what I'm saying, man? Shout out to everybody that's in the building so far. If y'all can hit the like button as soon as y'all come in, that'd be very much appreciated. You feel what I'm saying? We already got some comments in the building, man. Shout out to the boy Thomas Wright, who always seems to be the first comment nowadays, man. I appreciate him and his support. He says, "What's good, Mazuma TV? Tomorrow is Friday. God bless you. God bless to you and yours. We got some solid fights on Friday night. Bruce Shushu and Alicia. Will you be watching?" Shout out to the boy Thomas Wright, man. To answer your question, and before I answer the question, man, God bless you and yours as well, man. I appreciate you for the positivity, my brother. In terms of me watching the fights, I'll be in Atlantic City, for the majority of the night. You feel what I'm saying? Because we have a fighter fighting over at the Showboat. So if y'all are in or around, you know what I'm saying, the Atlantic City area out in New Jersey, feel free to stop by, man, and get you a ticket and watch some great boxing. It's going to be a great card overall. You feel what I'm saying? So there may be a possibility that I won't be watching the fight. And if I am, most likely I'm going to be driving back to Philly because I'm coming back home that same night. So I don't know if I'm going to have much time to watch the fight live, but I'll always catch, the replay or whatever the case is. You feel what I'm saying? But shout out to the boy Thomas Wright. Shout out to the member, the Day One Nation member, man. My boy Agent 007. He said, "You, what's going on, my brother? Coffee Plant, what up? Boxing Film, what up?" He said, "How's your day?" I had a good day, man. I had a good day. You feel what I'm saying? Just regular shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Today, my fault. I was at work. Yeah, I mean, got that shit out the way. Picked up my son after work. We had some sparring. I had my son over at the gym and shit like that. I had him exploring and all that. I had to close the gym, so I was there till like 8 o'clock. Brought my son home. You know what I mean? Took him a bed, put him to sleep. Just chilling a little bit, trying to see what's going on in the boxing world that I had to catch up on. And I'm live here with y'all right now, man. So it was a pretty good day, man. Pretty good day. I can't complain. Nothing negative. Fortunately, nothing negative. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Busy motherfucker, bro. That's every day, bro. It's never like a chill moment for me. I'm always moving. Even if I'm like at the crib, one day out of the weekend, I'm cleaning this whole shit. Like I always try to keep myself busy. You feel what I mean? When I sit around and I don't do nothing, I feel like I'm, wasting time. You see what I mean? Let me see. Agent 007 said, "Can't wait for Xander Zayas and Shushu tomorrow." Yeah, absolutely, bro. I'm looking forward to seeing how the way, Xander Zayas performs in his next bout. You know what I'm saying? From what I heard, he got a pretty solid opponent in front of him, and he's on the cusp of fighting for a world title at 154, man. I don't know exactly how they're going to approach it, who they're going to be fighting for the title, who they're going to be the main, I don't know who the main target is going to be. I'm assuming whoever has the WBO. And I'm assuming that the guy who has the WBO, that's Sebastian Fundora, from what I understand, right? Yeah, I believe so. So I don't know what direction they're going to take it with Xander, man, but he's very close to getting a world title. You feel what I mean? And in terms of Shushu, man, he got a solid opponent. I mean, he should get rid of him. He should beat him, but that's a solid opponent as well. He done been around the block. You feel me? So I'm looking forward to seeing both of these guys perform. But I don't think I'm gonna be watching it live in action. I might have to catch the replay after everybody done seen the fight. You feel me? So it is what it is. Thomas Wright said, "You get nervous before your fighters fight?" Absolutely. You young, you still got energy. Hey, man, hard work. If we gotta get, to really get somewhere, bro, you gotta grind. You feel me? PYP Boxer said, "What up, SA? PYP killing that MSG. Word is about 13 channels traveling from the Bronx to Philly for Boots. Boots, the hot topic at Top Rank." Man, shout out to the boy PYP. He out there in New York doing his motherfucking thing, covering the covering, the press side over there, man. Subscribe to the man PYP Boxing. If y'all in the building right now, there's 14 of y'all. We need 14 likes, by the way. But 14 of y'all in the building, man, y'all go and subscribe to PYP Boxing, man. One of the genuine media outlets in the boxing world right now, man. There's not many good people, you know what I'm saying, in boxing, period. But PYP is one of them, man. So shout out to PYP. Subscribe to that boy channel. You feel me? J Cash, like, share, subscribe. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Shout out to the boy J Cash. You feel what I'm saying? He said David needs this fight to test the hand. Did he have a hand injury that I forgot about? Salute the PYP. Thomas Wright said, do you wake up sometimes and not feel like doing it? Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's get him up out of here. We ain't condoning none of that bullshit. Let's pack him up and get him the fuck up out the way. You feel what I mean? Let me check the likes. Let me see where the likes is at right now. You feel me? Let me see where the likes is at right now. Oh, all right. We got all 13 likes, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Alphabet Boxing, what up, brother? But to answer your question, absolutely, man. There'd be times where I wake up and don't be wanting to do shit. You know what I mean? But you gotta have that discipline within you to know that, if I stop right now, you feel what I mean? It could fuck up my momentum. Momentum is real important in getting what you want in life. You feel me? I genuinely believe that. So, you gotta force yourself to do shit that you don't want to do sometimes to get where you want to go in life. I mean, that's just the reality. Xander's opponent is very tough. Do you think he's getting the stoppage? I mean, let's take a look over at Xander's opponent, man. Let's take a look at Xander's opponent. You know what I mean? Let's pull up the box rec real quick so we can get a little bit of information. Obviously, box rec doesn't tell it all. You know what I mean? Box rec could be deceiving, at times. But let's look over this guy's record, man. He's fighting somebody by the name of Damian Sosa. You feel what I mean? Let me share the screen so y'all people can see exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna see what I see when I break this shit down. There's really not much to break down besides the fact that he got a pretty solid record with a decent knockout ratio, a little less than 50% in terms of like win to knockout ratio. You feel what I mean? 25-2. He's never been stopped. He's in the super middleweight division. Super welterweight division. I'm sorry. Ranked 72 in the world according to box record, number 4 in Mexico. According to BoxRec, 27 years old, 5'9", with a 71-inch reach. He's from Tijuana. You feel what I'm saying? Well, that's where he's staying at right now. So, just looking over his BoxRec, man, he just came up off of beating a 10-0 on a pro box card. Let me see the guys that he lost to. Well, he lost to a 31-14 out in Tijuana. Let's check his other loss. Then he lost to an 8-0. out in Montreal, and that was for a version of the WBO title. So that's probably why, Xander Zayas is facing Damian Sosa, because he's ranked in the WBO, and, he's had the WBO Latino super welterweight title and things like that. So, this fight makes sense to continue pushing him up the rankings. You feel me? This was done strategically. I'm sure Top Rank knows what they're doing, especially with their matchmaking. They got great matchmaking, but okay. It seems like, he can be beat, obviously. We see that anybody could be beat, but this dude that he had lost to 31-14, it's kind of crazy. And then when you look at this dude's last 6 fights before he faced Damian Sosa, he was literally 3 losses and 3 draws. He had 3 losses and 3 draws within his last 6 fights going into that fight with Damian Sosa. He beat him in a 10-rounder. That's interesting. So, I guess Xander Zayas and his team is looking at it like, yeah, this is a tough, sturdy dude that could probably, give us a few rounds or even take us a distance. But, this is somebody that's ranked in the WBO. And, with beating that dude, it might move me up a spot or two. You know what I'm saying? And I think Xander Zayas is ranked number 3 in the WBO right now at super welterweight. So this may ultimately make him the number 1 guy. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. You see what I'm saying? But that's just what I think when I look over this dude's box rec right here. I think I've seen one of his fights. I watched one of his fights when I first heard about Xander fighting him. And he looked tough, rugged type dude. But yeah. Okay, his hands hurt. All right, well, Benavidez had plenty of time to rest. He's not fighting until December anyway, so he's probably gonna start camp sometime in October, and that should be plenty of time for his hands to heal. So hopefully he doesn't have no recurrent injuries, anything like that. You feel me? Got to put in the work. Your time come. I appreciate that, Thomas. Thank you. PYP said Mexico versus Puerto Rico, Azteca tribe versus Taino tribe. I hear that, my brother. Salute. I actually got family. One of the earliest people within my ancestry migrated from Mexico to Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? So that's a little interesting fact. I got family all over the Mexico map and Southern California. You feel me? He said, is Gervonta and Roach 95% sure about that? Yeah, that's what it's looking like. You know what I'm saying? Leonard Ellaby came out with a tweet and was talking about how, Ryo and I forgot exactly what he said, but he was pretty much confirming that, he's not fighting Ryo. You feel what I mean? And all these dudes just be talking shit for clicks or something of that nature. You feel me? So that's, him versus Lamont Roach. It is what it is, bro. What can we do? Gervonta, I can't shit on Gervonta and be like, oh, he cherry picking or whatever the case is. But Lamont Roach is a, legit world champion. Of course, he's in a smaller weight class. But at the same time, Gervonta is not a big dude. You feel what I'm saying? He's not a big dude himself. It's not like he's going to blow up his weight and have a significant size advantage. No, from what I understand, Gervonta doesn't walk around too much heavier than, the lightweight limit. You feel what I'm saying? So, Gervonta doesn't have much options in his soul. When you name a lot of these top 135 dudes, they doing other shit. They involved in other things, or they just not available at the moment. You see what I mean? He tried to give y'all the Lomachenko fight. He didn't want that fight to happen. Loma talking about he not coming back till next year. Raul Venezuela talking about a Pitbull rematch clause and him not coming back till next year as well. What does that leave us with? Not many options. Shakur, he out with an injury, but he was going to fight Joe Cordina and has a 2-fight contract with Matchroom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm guessing based off of that, Shakur probably not going to be fighting Gervonta, his next fight or the fight following. What does that leave Gervonta Davis with? Because he still got to fight. He still got to get his money. He still got to take care of his family. Alphabet Boxer said we still need Tank and Tevin when Farmer gets back from Saudi. And that's if Tevin defeats William Cepeda. You know what I'm saying? Because, that's not a guaranteed win for Tevin. William Cepeda is a tough-ass fight for Tev, bro. If Tev not on his, the defense going to be there, but if his offense not matching his defense, he going to get outworked and he going to lose the decision. And that's if William Cepeda don't land clean on him. From what I understood, Tevin Farmer was fighting William Cepeda. That's what I heard. Am I misunderstood? Was I misinformed? You said Tev finessed the Cepeda fight. Well, Tevin fought Raymond Mortataya his last fight, and a lot of people thought he beat Raymond Mortataya. So did he necessarily finesse it? Or was it a situation where it was like, they gave him another opportunity because, he did good in his last fight? Jose Barrera, he said, shout out to my pop, Lando Rosa. He said, Tank and Tev, not an attractive fight. Hey, man. I don't know if he gets past William Cepeda. I ain't going to lie to you. But Alphabet Box says November 19th in Saudi to answer Jose Barrera's question. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Alphabet Boxer for keeping the people informed. Yeah, like Tevin is sneaky. He got some skills. You feel what I'm saying? Like he got some good defense. He's slippery and all that. Might land some good counter punches here and there. But my biggest criticism about Tevin is not only he doesn't have the biggest amount of pop. You feel what I'm saying? He don't got the most power, but his offense doesn't match his defense. You know what I'm saying? Like the name of the game with boxing is to hit and not get hit. He's doing a lot of not getting hit, but he's not very impactful offensively. That's just my opinion. And that was why I had said years back that JoJo Diaz was going to defeat him. You know what I'm saying? Because at that point in time, JoJo Diaz was a guy who was a high volume. You know what I mean? Had a lot of high volume. He wasn't the biggest puncher neither, but he let his fucking hands go. You feel what I mean? And I knew that Tevin wasn't going to be able to match, JoJo's offense. You know what I mean? So I already knew that JoJo had the advantage going in. And that was exactly what happened. Now, of course, Tevin had his excuses talking about he wasn't hydrated properly and things of that nature. I think William Cepeda is a lot better than JoJo Diaz, and I think he's a bigger threat than JoJo Diaz was at the time that Tevin fought him. So this is going to be a hell of a fight for Tevin Farmer to get past. Tev, yeah, he cool. You know what I'm saying? I done been in the locker room with Tevin when, he was getting ready for fights. We was on the undercard of one of his fights not too long ago. I'm not attacking the man personally. I'm just talking about stylistically, like, them fighting. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gets past William Cepeda, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just my personal opinion. With an anonymous, with the type of defense that Tevin Farmer has, he can make a lot of people look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Especially as much as William Cepeda lets his hands go, there's a strong likelihood that William Cepeda will be missing a lot. But even with him missing a lot, I still see him outlanding Tevin Farmer. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt it. I doubt I'll be wrong. You feel me? I actually gotta get my laptop charger real quick. Give me 1 second, yo. I'm gonna get my charger real quick. Yo. Does Tevin beat Mordecai? I thought he already did. I thought he did. They already fought. I thought Tevin pulled it off against Mordecai. But I don't think he beat Cepeda. You feel what I'm saying? I don't think he beat Cepeda. Cepeda's a different type of style to go up against. I think William Cepeda overwhelms Tevin Farmer with offense. Now, if Tevin Farmer has some pop behind his punches and has some sharp offense to go along with his defense, then we talking a different fight. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be rooting for Tevin Farmer as well, Thomas, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just call you Thomas. I ain't gonna keep saying your last name. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm rooting for him too. But just thinking about it objectively from a boxing fan standpoint and just breaking down both of their styles heading into the ring against each other, I just think William got a little bit too much in his bag for him. You know what I mean? No disrespect. You feel me? Tevin, former world champion, at the end of the day, had multiple title defenses. You know what I mean? He's gotten further in the game than William Cepeda has in terms of being a champion. But, I think at this point in time, I just think that Cepeda is all wrong for Tev. I mean, yeah, Tev, I don't think he signed with anybody at this time. You know what I mean? I think he's a promotional free agent. And he went into Raymond Mordecai's block against his people. And he went against all odds and he paid the price for it. You know what I'm saying? If you got any type of close rounds, if you coming on the B side and you going to and you having close fights with the A side fighter, they gonna lean them rounds towards him. You on his home court. You know what I'm saying? He got home field advantage, so a lot of shit gonna go his way. Whether it's the referee siding with him or you know what I'm saying, the judges seeing the fight going in his favor. That's just the type of shit that be happening in boxing, bro. That's just boxing politics. Feel me? Don't touch me. Cepeda gonna hit him with the "Don't touch me." Oh shit! But guy said I'm rooting for Cepeda. Straight up. I mean, I think it would be better if Cepeda was to come out with the win, because at least we'll be able to see him fight Shakur, or supposedly fight Shakur in February. You feel what I'm saying? Said got to beat the champ convincingly. But Cepeda, Mordecai wasn't no champ. But I guess you should say you got to beat the A side convincingly. I guess you could say that. Cepeda should be a bigger star, I think. Well, the problem is, and Cepeda, he's been getting his name mentioned and things like that because he's literally ranked in every sanctioning body at lightweight. But it's the resume, bro. It's the resume. Once Cepeda steps up in competition and he starts to defeat like high level guys, then that's when we'll start talking about him more. But you can only gather so much steam when you fight in minimal level opposition. You feel what I'm saying? It's not like everybody like Ryan Garcia where they were able to, make themselves popular off of challenges on social media and hitting fucking Cobra bags and shit. Like, not everybody gonna take that social media approach and getting their following from there. Some people gotta actually earn their popularity by beating top guys in the sport. And that's what William Cepeda is gonna have to do. That's what's gonna catapult him to the next level when he actually beats somebody of quality. Like if Cepeda were to wash Tevin Farmer, right? Let's say he washed Tevin Farmer and then he go up and somehow, some way, he's able to defeat Shakur Stevenson. Now you talking like, all right, this dude might be the goods, or this dude might be a star. You feel what I'm saying? Or even if he puts up like a great effort against Shakur Stevenson, like nowadays niggas losing fights and getting participation trophies for it. You know what I mean? Niggas getting props just for participating. You see everybody, hugging Berlanga nuts now because he survived 12 rounds with Canelo. Got smoked the entire fight, but just because he, showed heart and was actually able to last during the fight. Everybody talking about how Berlanga belongs amongst the elite at 168. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Pop. I was just saying that, just like Berlanga. Yep. These niggas be getting participation awards. You feel me? So it is what it is. But let's get into some of these topics, man, because I thought this shit was pretty interesting, and I want to know what you guys think about this. So, David Benavidez, he's been saying for a while, he pretty much been letting the cat out the bag. You feel me? In terms of like what's going to be next for him. I seen he had done an interview and he was talking about how he was going to be on the undercard of Sebastian Fundora versus Earl Spence in December. So that's not a fight that hasn't been, announced yet by PBC or anything like that. So it seems like, David Benavidez is just leaking information, just putting it out there just to get the people excited. And he said that, David Benavidez later on from that went on to say that he got a big fight in the works. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned for more information. And a lot of people were speculating that it was finally going to be, David Benavidez versus David Morrell, which is a fight that people have been calling for since they were both at 168. Simultaneously, they both move up to 175 and shit like that. And, these guys are continuing to be rivals in their, the weight class that follows. So, a lot of people were speculating that was the fight. But, David Benavidez, he put a hold to all of the rumors and the speculation and went on to say, I'm not fighting David Morrell next. I'm actually going to be fighting Jesse Hart next. You see what I'm saying? He my pop talking shit about Berlanga. He said never seen a guy try to prove he's Puerto Rican so hard. Yeah, if you Puerto Rican, you just that. But I seen that Jake Paul opened the gym in Puerto Rico and Berlanga was over there like helping cut the ribbon and shit like that. But no, let's get back to the Jesse Hart shit. So, that's pretty much David Benavidez announced when he's fighting, and he announced his opponent. So a lot of people was like, oh shit, okay, it's gonna be Jesse Hart then. But according to Jesse Hart, ain't nothing solidified yet. He said he hasn't heard anything about, fighting David Benavidez. He don't know nothing about it. He don't know where the fuck these narratives coming from. And he just as confused as everybody else. Like, what is this dude talking about? So it seems like there's a huge miscommunication going on right now, or Jesse Hart is acting stupid. You feel what I'm saying? Because I actually had seen Jesse Hart like a couple weeks ago at the pro fights. What was it, like 2 weeks ago? 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago? And he was helping some girl make her pro debut and shit like that. I should have asked him while I was there, but it seems like Jesse Hart has zero information about what the fuck is going on right now. And I'm confused as to what's exactly going on right now. Is it that Jesse Hart, is just playing stupid? Is he, just not liking the money? So he's not acknowledging fighting Benavidez. What is the situation? Why the fuck would David Benavidez just come out and say it's Jesse Hart? And then, Jesse Hart not even, agreeing with him. He's like, bro, I don't know what he's talking about. You feel me? PYP said Jesse Hart coming off of 4 KOs in a row. Yeah, it wasn't elite level opposition or anything like that. It just seemed like, he just staying active and, keeping his hands sharp. But from what I understand, I think Greg Hackett trains Jesse Hart. I think. Or at least he was. Jesse Hart got a pretty solid record, man. Like, he ranked number 2 in the country at light heavy. He ranked number 9 in the world at light heavy. You know what I'm saying? And he's been beating some names. Not necessarily. I'm not gonna say names. I ain't gonna go that far. But since the Joe Smith fight, you know what I'm saying? He's won 5 in a row, and 4 of them has been by knockout. So he doing what he need to do. Niggas ain't belonging in there with him, so he getting them up out of there. So that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely what's up. He got a solid win. He got a solid win on his resume as well. Sullivan Barrera, Demond Nicholson. You know what I'm saying? He was actually able to stop Demond Nicholson when Edgar Berlanga wasn't able to. So, yeah, I think Greg Hackett still trains Jesse Hart. So, I'll bring Greg Hackett on. You know what I'm saying, and see exactly what's going on. If he got any updates or anything like that. Shout out to Teach. What's going on? Yeah, he ain't KO nobody. Yeah, Jesse ain't KO nobody, man. It was just a lot of warm up fights, honestly, some gimme fights. Jose Barrera says, "Do you think Benavidez is fighting Morrell if it's not Hart?" Well, listen, man, I don't know what it is, bro. It seems like Morrell is with the shits, and David Benavidez, keeps talking about it from a future aspect, and I'm confused as to why, David Benavidez is taking that approach. You feel what I'm saying? Look, David Benavidez has a huge opportunity in front of him, right? And that's a shot at undisputed at light heavy between Dimitri Bivol and the Better Beef winner. You feel what I'm saying? So whoever wins that fight, David Benavidez is going to be in line to face him next. You see what I mean? So David Benavidez wants to take a fight. In the meantime, I think that David Benavidez thinks, in all honesty, that David Morrell might be too big of a risk to take on prior to a Dimitri Bivol or Archer Beterbiev fight. You feel what I mean? So I think that he wants to take the least amount of risk possible. He just wants to stay active, get a nice little dub, you know what I'm saying, on the resume, so he can continue to be, in position to fight for that belt. Well, the belts, you know what I'm saying, all 4. Oh, Jesse Hart, the dude gave Zordo Ramirez problems. Man, Zordo was cooking Jesse, bro. I think Jesse had heard him in one of those fights, but he ain't jump on him or nothing. You seen Ronnie Shields confirm Jamal is moving up to 168. Well, that's what he needed to do, bro. Like he done fucking he done been so inactive that he pretty much outgrew 160. You know what I'm saying? When he didn't have much fights there to begin with. And the dude fought, he was supposed to fight at a catch weight of 164, and I think he came in 166. You know what I'm saying? He done ate him. I guess he just sat himself out of the 160-pound division. You know what I'm saying? Just the inactivity just fucking took took him out of the middleweight division. So yeah, if he's at 168, yeah, it is what it is. And you know, Jamal Charlo gonna have some big fights on the horizon if he stays active. You feel what I'm saying? He could get the Jamal Charlo fight. I mean, Jamal could get the Caleb Plant fight. You know, he could get an Edgar Berlanga fight possibly. Like, you know, a lot of these things, Jaime Munguia. You feel what I'm saying? Like, there could be some good fights in the mix for, you know, Jamal Charlo to make a shit ton of money in the meantime. I saw that interview too. Damon Man wanted more to knock out Adames. Yeah, he would have watched Adames, bro. You know what's crazy? I think that an active top of the game, uh, Jamal Charlo would have beat all them champions at 160 right now. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I think he could have beat all of them. But you know, it is what it is, bro. Jamal going through a lot. Yeah, I think he. Well, 168 is a different story for Jamal because you know typically Jamal is bigger than a lot of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? What? John Raven said, "I still like Boo Boo Andre. He just lost to a cruiserweight." You referring to David Benavidez as a cruiserweight? Is that what you doing? Definitely ain't no cruiserweight, bro. If you make the weight, you make the weight. You feel me now? If you competing in the division and you missing weight like Jamal Charlo did, you know what I'm saying? And you might be looked at as a weight bully. But I can't really call nobody a weight bully if they put in the work to, you know, make a weight class. Said Jamal barely made 60 in 2021. That's his prerogative, I guess. But Sean P said, "Yo, what's your boxing picks for this weekend?" That's a great question. Let's look down the line. Let's look down the line. Let's pull up the event. I'm gonna just pull up Bruce Carrington's box rec, and then from there I'll grab the event, and then we could just go through them. So let me see. Let me share the screen. Let's go through these boxing picks, cuz. So the first one is going to be the main event between Sandy Ryan and Michaela Mayer. I'm not too familiar with Sandy Ryan, man. I'm not about to sit here and lie to you, but I am familiar with Michaela Mayer. I done watched a lot of her fights. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let's check Sandy Ryan real quick. Let's check Sandy Ryan real quick. She's 7-1 with the draw. She just beat Terry Harper. She had a split draw. I actually seen that fight with McCaskill. I did see that. Okay, that's interesting. But I can't even judge this fight. I never really seen Sandy Ryan fight for me to really understand, you know, her chances going up against Michaela Mayer. But I'll be rooting for Michaela Mayer, man. I'm a rock with USA on this one. Xander Zayas versus Damian Sosa. Damian Sosa is a tough competitor. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I think Xander Zayas is gonna have his card that night. Now, if he's able to stop Damian Sosa, that'd be extremely impressive. I think that's what Xander Zayas is looking for. But wouldn't be surprised if this goes to a decision because Damian Sosa has never been stopped. Bruce Carrington versus Suleiman Sagawa. I think that this is a solid fight right here. Um, Sagawa done been around the block, but I think that Bruce Carrington is a special talent. You know what I mean? And I think he'll show that going up against Suleiman. I think he actually stopped Suleiman. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the card, insignificant in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They even really discuss. I see Elvis Rodriguez is on the card. So that's good, man. I find it crazy that, you know, Elvis is with them. You know what I'm saying? He was putting on some sensational performances, especially during the lockdown. Was putting on some sensational performances. They had him active. And then he takes one loss to Kenneth Sims. And You know what I'm saying? They dropped him after he lost the one fight. He gets a couple wins under PBC, and then Top Rank takes him back. Ain't that some shit? This boxing game is crazy, bro. y'all over here, y'all over here talking about Alicia Bumgarner. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell y'all this, and I've been told y'all that she was on that shit, right? And I was probably one of the very few channels that was holding Alicia Bumgarner accountable for testing positive for PEDs. Everybody else was, on her, you know what I'm saying, on her dick or whatever the hell you want to call it. And I showed you guys before and after pictures of Alicia Bumgarner. Never moved up in weight, but looking significantly bigger, bro. Looking crazy, bro. Biceps big as hell. You know what I'm saying? Her back muscles was all crazy. Neck muscles all crazy. Like it looked like she was just fucking juiced to the gills with testosterone. You feel me? And I'm looking at her weigh-in pictures today, and she looks like a fucking woman. The bitch looked like she. Well, let me start talking crazy about her like that. Her body looked like it went back to its feminine characteristics. You feel me? Looked like it went back to her natural body type. You feel what I'm saying? But before that, bro, she looked like she was on some cyborg shit. Like I didn't understand that at all. And of course, a lot of man, I'm gonna keep 1,000, bro. A lot of these women do that. You know what I'm saying? They move in a certain way, and then they get exposed for it, and then you know what I'm saying when they don't got nothing else to do, bro, they'll do whatever they can. They'll take whatever angle they can to victimize themselves. You feel what I'm saying? That's what a lot of women do. They be in the wrong. They don't want to take accountability for doing wrong. So they put themselves in this victim mentality, and then they try to force that shit on other people, so other people will be like, oh, well, maybe she was did wrong. Whole time this bitch knew what she was putting in her body. She knew what the hell she was doing, and she was having the time of her life while she was on the juice. She miscalculated. I guess she didn't get that shit out of her system in time, and she popped. My pop said allegedly. Allegedly what? Allegedly test positive? No, it's definitely shit. You seen the interview of her crying? I think I caught a little bit of it, bro. I ain't really care to. Yeah, 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 yeah. She looking fine, soft, and feminine. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, she looked like how she looked before. Face still a little strong. This nigga be talking. My pop be talking crazy. Let me show y'all. So let me see if I can find the pictures just so I could give you guys like a example. Let me see. Cause can't nobody tell me that she wasn't on that shit. 'Cause look at this shit, right? Look at this first picture. Hold on, look at this first picture right here, bro. Hold on. Damn. I can't find like her current pictures. But do y'all remember when Bumgarner was sitting in the crowd, bro? She was sitting in the crowd and they was like introducing her to the boxing world, bro. Yo, this nigga crazy. Yo, this nigga talking crazy. She was peeing standing up. Yo, look, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Back in like 2020, man, Alicia Bumgarner, I had met her, right? I had met her. I took a picture with her. Y'all saw the picture and shit like that. And we was talking back and forth. She was like, all right, hold up, I gotta use the bathroom and shit. And I was like, damn, I gotta go too. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, go ahead, go first and shit. So she went, she came back out pretty quick. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Yo, bro. I go to walk in the bathroom and the toilet seat up. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, ain't no way. Why is the toilet seat up? Nigga said, bro, you serious? Nah, yo, my dad said, bro, we were seeing her from the beginning of her career. She was very feminine. Yes, she was. She had like an athletic body type. Like Alicia had an athletic body type, but she was very much feminine, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like she looked like a woman. Then when she started fighting at the championship level, bro, I remember she was sitting in the crowd. They introduced her, and this bitch flexed, bro. Bro, this bitch flexed, and her shit was on 22s, my nigga. Like her shit, bro. Hold on, bro. Hold on. They got to be a picture of that shit. I was like, ain't no fucking way. I was like, this bitch, like, what woman? I was like, yo, what woman has like a bicep like that, bro? Her shit was crazy. Look at this shit. Hold on. Look at this goddamn bicep. My nigga, she looked like look at that shit right here, bro. Y'all see that shit? To all the way to the right. Look at that motherfucking bicep she got, cuz. This bitch built like she had butter, like she put butter in her water, cuz. Hell no. Look at that. Look at her chest. Nigga, look at the collarbone. Look at the chest. Look at the shoulders, bro. The neck muscles with the shoulders, with the bicep, bro. Bro, that's not like women don't produce muscle like that, bro. Unless they on some type of shit, bro. Alicia Bumgarner flex. Yeah, I looked that shit up. Nigga, look at that shit, bro. You telling me that that's not suspicious? As soon as I seen her flex like that, I was like, yo, that shit kind of weird, bro. Bro, we watched her since the beginning of her career. We was dealing with the same promoter years ago. And she never was built like that. I knew some shit was up, but I can't just jump out the woodworks and say somebody on something if it never came out. You know what I'm saying? That's corny. It's corny to just say somebody on roids and I don't got no proof of it. But I was suspicious than a motherfucker. Who said she wasn't fine? What are you talking about, Mark? What are you talking about? I ain't said she wasn't fine. I said this bitch biceps on 22s. Nah, cuz not like that. Not like that. Track athletes don't be having biceps like that. But they had that type of muscle. That shit would slow them down. Hell no. Nah. Even in that one John, bro, she was on the scale. She was on the scale, bro, and you could see her back muscles from the front. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? This bitch got wings. Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Oh, my dad said she wasn't fine. Okay. But I'm telling you, I seen pictures of her like I seen her early on in her career. It never looked like that. She never. It's not like she moved up in weight and put on some muscle. No, bro, she been at the same weight class the whole time. Her body just changed. That shit was not normal, bro. She was turning into a nigga, bro. Trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all niggas something good, bro. That shit was funny style. I knew some shit was up, but I ain't gonna jump out the window and accuse somebody of that. That's a serious accusation. You feel me? But yeah, she fighting this. She fighting tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't been really talking about it, but she fighting. I think she fighting Pursues or some shit like that. And let's see how she performs. Let's see uh her muscles happen overnight. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say. Man, at least you better not play with me. That's all I know. I fumbled that shit the one time though. What was that fucking wrestler's name that had that big ass had that big ass bicep? Was it the Sandman or some shit like that? Hold on. It was no, it wasn't the Sandman. What was the nigga name? Yeah. What was his nigga name? His name was Scott Steiner. At least your Bumgarner had that motherfucking Scott Steiner John. Yeah. What was his name though? That was his name? Yeah, Scott Steiner out here with that motherfucking. Yeah. That's the shit that Alicia Bumgarner had going on. Yeah. Big Papa Pump. There you go. Yeah, that was the nigga I'm talking about. I knew that was his name. Yeah, that's the shit that she had. Yeah, look at them, John. Yo, Alicia Bumgarner had the same shit going on. I was like, damn, nigga. Shit. She is bugging the fuck out in that crowd. How can niggas even be attracted to that? She out here looking like Big Papa Pump, nigga. Shit. Out of pocket. You feel me? Yeah, he hated Samoa Joe. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know, he was on the road. She had the same shit going on. Nigga, your shit would. Listen, dog. Ain't no women putting on no muscle like that organically, bro. I'm sorry. I have yet to see one. Not like that. Women be nice and toned, and you know they be, you know what I mean, look, but still be looking feminine and shit as they should. But once a girl start looking real masculine, and you know they facial features starting to pop out like niggas, I'm like, all right, something going on. You want that motherfucker HGH? You heard? She got the same pharmacist. Man, fuck that. She got a chemist. Shit. Anyways, yeah, man. We'll see how she performs. If she look good, then she look good. You know what I'm saying? If her performance look a little bit funny where her punch power don't look the same, then you already know what it is. She got that Conor Ben syndrome. You feel me? Conor Ben was sparking niggas, punching niggas out the fucking frame. You know what I'm saying? Then as soon as he get popped, you know what I'm saying, now his shit on pillows. If Alicia Bumgarner punches on pillows, that's gonna say a whole lot. But Alicia, even when she looked feminine, she had power, so she be all right. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Bumgarner need to get back on that sexy shit she was on when she was like, you know, remember when she was walking to the ring and she was moving her hips? She was moving her hips side to side and shit with the little skirt. You know what I mean? The little skirt trunk she had on. She rocked them hips. And wait, them I was like, oh shit. She in her fucking bag. You feel me? That's the type time she gotta be on. She gotta get these niggas' attention again. You feel me? She rocking that thing like, ooh, there's nothing I can say. She gotta be on that type shit. You feel me? Shit. She need to stop curling shit. Alicia Bumgarner was curling 250 in the gym. Feel me? She was like, I curl what you bench press, nigga. I was like, oh shit. AB, nah, Bumgarner had power. I remember her knocking bitches out early in her pro career. So she definitely had power. Like Brawley. Mm-hmm. What's her KO ratio? I don't even know. That's a good question. But she fought in Philly a couple times. tell you right now. She got a knockout in her world title fight. Well, she 15-1. She got 7 knockouts. So that's a little solid, John. That's all right. What you doing after this? What you mean? Going to sleep, nigga? Yo, nah, Alicia Bumgarner stock definitely dropped because there was a point in time where niggas could not stop talking about Alicia, bro. She had niggas in a chokehold, had niggas in the guillotine, my nigga. She was looking like Vladimir Klitschko. Yo, y'all niggas said she look like Vladimir. Yo, shout out to my boy Lorenzo in the chat on the group chat on Instagram. He said Alicia was looking like prime Shane Mosley. That shit had me fucking crying, bro. That shit had me dead. Yo, Boxer Phil, why you keep asking that, bro? What you doing after this? Oh shit. Oh shit. You filed for that. Fuck you, Boxer Film. You filed for that. I just caught what you said. Yeah. Fuck you, man. That ain't cool. Hell no. You ain't shit for that. Nah. I ain't gonna get into it, bro. If you day one nation niggas, you already know what happened. I ain't gonna speak about that again. PYP, yeah. So let's talk about that. You know what I mean? We spoke about the David Benavidez, Jesse Hart situation. There's a lot of confusion over there. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if Jesse Hart bluffing. We don't know if David Benavidez got a miscommunication going on with his team. I'm sure he'll clarify that in due time. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the Daniel Dubois and Anthony Joshua rematch. According to multiple sources, according to Eddie Hearn specifically, he says that Turki Al-Sheikh wants to make that rematch happen again. And both sides are on board with making the rematch happen. Anthony Joshua, every time he's lost, he's always made sure he's done rematches with his opponents, whether it was Andy Ruiz or Alexander Usyk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he'll take the rematch, coming up if presented to him. You see what I'm saying? Daniel Dubois, he said that he's open to making that shit happen again because he said he wants to do even better this time. So it seems like he's motivated. He wants to really prove to the people that he is the goods and that the first win against Anthony Joshua was not a fluke. So, it seems like that's what's going to be made next. Daniel Dubois, the current IBF heavyweight champion of the world, will be going up against the former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua. And they'll be running it back for a part 2 out in the UK. And the reason why I believe the rematch is going to happen, man, they packed 96,000 people in an arena out there in the UK and broke attendance records and all types of shit. You see what I'm saying? So with that being known, it makes business sense for them to do the rematch again. You see what I mean? And Anthony Joshua, in both, the one rematch with Usyk, he ended up losing and shit, but he made it a more competitive fight that time. And the first loss that he had against Andy Ruiz, even though I looked at it as Andy Ruiz beating himself, he made the adjustments necessary in order to beat Andy Ruiz for who he was in that moment. You feel what I'm saying? So, it makes a lot of business sense. When you selling that many tickets, you packing that many people in the arena, it goes to show you that there was a high level of interest for the fight happening. So maybe they'll run it back. And, if they actually sell that Anthony Joshua will be better in the rematch and that he's like, looking for revenge and shit like that, it'll be a good storyline that people will pay in to see it. So hopefully Anthony Joshua makes some adjustments necessary, because if you pulling straight back with your hands down and getting caught with overhand rights from Daniel Dubois, that's not a good look. So hopefully, I'm not expecting you to be Canelo, middleweight Canelo with the upper body movement, but, have some sense of defensive responsibility. Keep your hands up, turn with the shots. You got to be very disciplined defensively when you're going in there with big punches. You should know that, bro. You've been in the heavyweight division your entire career. You done been hurt before. You know what I'm saying? You know that your check only takes so much damage. So, your defense got to be on point because the best chins are the ones that don't get touched. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully Anthony Joshua goes back in the gym. They was giving Ben Davidson so much credit. Fuck Robert Garcia's work on Anthony Joshua. Fuck Derrick James' work on Anthony Joshua. You feel what I'm saying? At least with Derrick James, Anthony Joshua was able to keep his fucking hands up and keep a tight high guard. You feel me? But they gave Ben Davidson all the credit when he was running through Otto Wildland, when he was running through Francis Ngannou and shit like that. But there's no criticism. I don't see nobody criticizing Ben Davidson with this terrible ass performance that Anthony Joshua just had. When Errol Spence got washed, everybody was talking shit about Derrick James. When all these other dudes get their ass whooped, the trainer is to blame. You feel me? But then Ben Davidson, he's exempt from criticism because, it is what it is. He got the complexion for the protection. You feel me? So let's see what the genius Ben Davidson does in this situation. You know what I'm saying? He got a lot in front of him. Let's see if he can help his fighter make the adjustments necessary to beat Daniel Dubois. Because I tell you what, Daniel Dubois, real confident right now. He knows that AJ can't take his power. You feel what I mean? And not only that, he's shown that he could take Anthony Joshua's power. So, he's extremely confident. He got hit with some hard shit from Anthony Joshua. He stood up to it and kept firing. But Anthony Joshua couldn't take what Dubois was dishing out. So, of course, he's going to be a confident man going into this bout. And, the rematch is definitely going to happen. I don't see why it wouldn't. If Turkey Al-Sheikh is calling for this fight and he wants this fight to happen, obviously he's going to be, willing to put the bread up. You feel what I mean? If he's willing to put the bread up and both sides want it, it's going to happen. So it is what it is. Anonymous said Ben Davidson reminded Joshua how to punch and let his right hand go, but that defense still leaky as hell. Hey, man, from what I understand, when Robert Garcia was helping Anthony Joshua get ready for the Usyk rematch, he had him being more aggressive and letting his hands go and punching to the body. You feel me? Robert Garcia, and although he still lost to Usyk, he was a lot more aggressive. He was letting his hands go more, but it is what it is. Do I want to see the rematch? No, hell no. I want to see somebody else get an opportunity. Like if Daniel Dubois can't get that, I would much rather see Daniel Dubois rematch Usyk if he come out successful against Fury. It's just a bunch of rematches going on in the heavyweight division right now, bro. And I ain't really fucking with it, bro. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care for the Daniel Dubois versus Joshua fight. You know what I'm saying? I already seen what happened. It wasn't competitive. And I feel like if you get sparked that easily, bro, I don't know if you're really deserving of a rematch. I remember when Amir Khan was calling for a rematch against Danny Garcia. And Angel Garcia was like, bro, why would we rematch you? We knocked you out. You see what I'm saying? Like, we knocked you out. Why do we have to give you a rematch? And I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, it's hard to really say that you need a fight. Like, if it was a close competitive fight, it had a controversial ending like Catterall and Taylor, it was like, all right. Or Conceição versus, Shaquille Oshaki Foster, my fault, Oshaki Foster, then you can make a case for getting a rematch. But it's like, if you got spark, bro, it's like, come on, man. We rather see other shit. We rather see them niggas fight people they haven't knocked out yet. That's just my opinion. You feel me? But, the fight happened. Maybe Joshua could turn it around and become 3-time heavyweight champion of the world. Who knows? He could probably tie Ali. You feel me? But I don't know, bro. I don't really care for that fight. I would much rather see Dubois get a Usyk rematch. If he were to come out successful against Fury, or if Fury comes out on top, I would rather see Dubois fight Fury. I would rather see Dubois fight Joseph Parker. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Silks Bando, he said same thing Edgar Berlanga said. Same thing. Edgar Berlanga said the fans would love a Canelo rematch. Nigga, who is fans? I'm starting to think when Berlanga say fans, I think that he, like, in his head, I think fans is just another word for like his family or something. Because they be the only niggas who would want to see him fight Canelo again. And it's for the check. You feel me? Ain't nobody. What fan called for that rematch? Who? Oh shit, that was a good fucking competitive fight. Let's see Berlanga and Canelo part 2, bro. We didn't even want part 1. What the fuck is you talking about? What is you talking about? You talking about the fans wanted to see the rematch, nigga? We didn't want to see the first match. That nigga Berlanga, he's starting to give me like mercenary vibes, bro. Like he just in it for the bread. He don't really care to get a world title or anything like that. He don't really care about being great. I just think this nigga want all the get money fights. You know what I mean? Because he moving around like he okay with losing. This nigga ain't depressed. He ain't doing nothing. This nigga lost. He was right on Sway in the morning talking about what not to do against Canelo. Like you so okay with losing because you got a little check, and now you calling out Dubois and Joshua. And then you talk about niggas want a rematch with Canelo. Nigga, no, they don't. Who told you that? This nigga talked to himself like, yeah, man, that rematch with Canelo would be crazy. Yo, man, he literally talking to himself. This nigga in the kitchen by himself. Yeah, man, you know that Canelo Berlanga part 2. Yo, man, y'all want to see that, right? Y'all want to see that? Yeah, this nigga talking to his fridge. You want to see that, right? Yeah. Yo, and then he started talking to the people. Yo, people calling for that Berlanga Canelo rematch. Like he that fucking stupid, bro. What the fuck is you talking about? Paul Jimenez says, I never heard of Jesse Hart. You gotta do your Googles, my brother. He was with Top Rank at one point in time. He was at 168. He was a top contender at 168. He fought Gilberto Ramirez twice. He fought Joe Smith Jr. He fought some credible names, and now he's currently at 175. And he may get the David Benavidez opportunity. Bro, I don't believe one person came up to him and was like, yo, I would love to see the rematch. Ain't nobody tell him that, bro. That nigga was talking to his fridge. He was talking to the 2-liter Pepsi that was in his fridge. And he was like, you want to see that, right? You want to see that? That nigga heard the Pepsi fizzle, and he was like, see, I knew it. I knew that the niggas wanted to see it. Yo, fans want to see the rematch, man. Like that's how stupid that nigga is. Jesse Hart he got some pop. He got some pop. And when he decides to be aggressive, he dangerous. Yeah, Berlanga out there in Puerto Rico acting like, Puerto Rico requested him to be there for the grand opening of a boxing gym in Fajardo. Like, nigga, ain't nobody asked you to be over there. You went over there off your own will. You want to represent Puerto Rico so bad. Bro, win a fucking world title. Win a world title. What are you talking about? Go win you a world title, and maybe Puerto Rico will look at you a different way. Go beat you an actual champion. You like the participation. You the participation champion in Puerto Rico, nigga. You think the island love you because you went 12 rounds with Canelo, nigga? You got smoked, nigga. The best thing you heard was, oh, well, he actually got some heart. He proved me wrong, but nigga, you was down 120, 10, what was it? 107? You lost 120, 107 on all the cards, cuz. I didn't even look at the scorecards. I'm telling you my scorecard, nigga. You lost every round. There was not one round you dominated. He was in complete control the whole time. Canelo was having a ball, punching on you. And all of a sudden, you this big star out in Puerto Rico because y'all did 650K pay-per-view buys. Stop it. Yeah, Silks. Like if you a Rican and you from the US, they don't look at you the same in comparison to like you actually being from the island. Puerto Ricans that was actually like brought up and born on the island, they get a lot more love than the ones that was raised over here like me, like Berlanga, shit like that. Yeah, like Oscar De La Hoya. That's why I was kind of confused when Oscar De La Hoya was talking shit about Berlanga. He was like, "You're not even Puerto Rican because you weren't born on the island." And I was like, "Nigga, based off that logic, then you not Mexican, nigga, because you wasn't born in your home country. Fuck is you talking about? You was from East LA and you was upset and you felt the way because Mexicans didn't fuck with you like that because you're a Mexican American. So you lived in Puerto Rico for a few years. You had a Puerto Rican wife. So you feel like you have enough say so to tell Berlanga that he ain't no real Rican. All right, well, you not no real Mexican then. Bro, just think about it logically. Like, let's just think as men. You feel what I'm saying? You over here telling Berlanga he not a real Rican because he wasn't born in Puerto Rico or he wasn't brought up in Puerto Rico. Well, based off of that logic, you must not be a real Mexican because you was not brought up in Mexico. Mexico disowned you. They didn't give a fuck about you. They was cheering Chavez on. I heard that them cartel niggas came, and he admitted this himself. He said that when he was getting ready for the Chavez fight, that them cartel niggas came to his training camp and threatened to hurt him if he beat up on Chavez. So and he always doing that clap back Thursday. Like, nigga, what made you do the clap back Thursdays? Because you be getting your shit clapped when, you know what I'm saying, when them cameras off. Is that what inspired you? You clapping your ass in the cheetah thong with that bitch with her face all blown up. You know what I'm saying? Bitch done got every part of her face reconstructed. You shaking your ass, you getting your ass clapped with a cheetah thong on and shit with a bitch with a totem pole face. You feel me? And you over here talking like you, man, shut your goofy ass up, bro. I can't stand Oscar, bro. Oscar be talking all this shit about people. You talk all this shit about people. Well, all the problems that you got some fucking audacity trying to clap back at niggas. Stop it. Nigga said turkey clap at Oscar cheeks with Diddy oil. That's crazy. I mean, I guess it's entertaining. Teach like the clap back Thursday with Oscar. You know, it might be funny, it might be entertaining, but it's like Oscar, you not the one to be talking shit about anybody. Anybody. Well, all the shit that's in your closet, my nigga, it'd be better if you shut the fuck up. This nigga said, Oscar, a freaky ass nigga. He be at all the turkey I love freak offs. That's wild. Turkey I love freak offs. He says you can't be a hater if you saying facts. I don't know if I'm necessarily calling Oscar a hater. I'm just saying, like, you don't got much room to be talking about niggas. With your track record, you really ain't got no room to be talking crazy about people or even be gossiping on niggas. Super Six boxer promoters. Oscar will win that unless Floyd involved. Wait, we talking about promoters fought each other or promoters fighters against each other? If all the boxer promoters was to rumble each other right now, like think about it. Eddie Hearn rumbling. A lot of these niggas, oh, anyway, they can't be fighting. Bob ain't throwing no punches. Edgar start every sentence with, I'm from New York, bro. I'm from the trenches. Yeah, don't nobody believe that shit. You ain't from no trenches, nigga. You was moving all around, nigga. Berlanga was from Brooklyn. Then they said he lived in like Manhattan or some shit. Then he lived in Florida. Bro, don't nobody believe none of that shit you talking about, bro. Floyd is a promoter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Floyd, Oscar would probably whoop all these promoters' ass until you run into Floyd. Then he gonna start getting flashbacks. Pause. Bernard probably beat Oscar ass though. Right now. I know. He said, "Yo, Chan, what up? What up?" He said, "I got Floyd. Yeah, I got Floyd too." Belonging from Bitchville. That's crazy. Slime in the building talking crazy. He came out swinging. You might pick Jake over Floyd. You got Floyd fucked up, Teach. Well, Floyd is older. Floyd is older, I guess, but with that goofy shit that Jake Paul be throwing, I don't know if he catch a Floyd with that, bro. That stupid ass overhand. I don't even think he catch old Floyd with that. For real, for real. Do I like Jake Paul? I like what he does for boxing. I like how he saved Amanda Serrano career, put her on a big platform, and made her a millionaire. I like the fact that he moved to Puerto Rico, and, didn't just benefit from Puerto Rico. He got his charity organization, Boxing Bullies, and he's building gyms all around the island for people to train at. I love the fact that when there was a hurricane in Puerto Rico, that man was in the middle of the hurricane giving out, things that the people may need on the island for their benefit. He do a lot of shit out of the kindness of his heart that he honestly don't need to do. Uh, you know, Jake Paul does a lot of great shit for boxing. I don't really like what he's doing, as a fighter. I don't respect, him fighting basketball players and, retired MMA fighters, fighters in their 40s and, shit like that. But and he about to fight Mike Tyson and fuck around and hurt Mike Tyson, hurt one of our legends and shit. But I respect what he does as a promoter, and I like how he's contributing to boxing in a positive way. I would like to see Jake Paul get more involved though. Instead of like promoting that stupid ass deodorant that he got and Celsius and all that. I want to see him go all in with the boxing shit. I want to see motherfuckers really, and I want Turkey Al Sheik to do this too, man. I want Turkey Al Sheik to attempt to create a union for boxers, bro. Jake beats the shit out KSI. KSI is a bum. At 10,000 subs, Mark gonna shave his beard clean. I tell you what, Slime, I get 10K subscribers, bro. I shave. I meet you in the middle. I'll shave my sideburns and just keep the mustache and the beard. How about that? Clean, clean face. I shave all this shit up from here to here, here to here. So it just be goatee, beard, mustache. I ain't shaving the mustache or the beard. I shave the sideburns. I never shaved that though. Nah, I ain't doing no full shave. Y'all got me fucked up. McCumbie fade. That nigga crazy. Mark want that McCumbie fade out of pocket. Jay Cash said, I've been thinking about creating a union and pension group for boxers for like 2 years now. Bro, Turkey Al Sheik could do that, man. Somebody need to ask him about that. Because there's a lot of fighters out here that was world champions, former world champions, and shit like that. And, they can't even pay their bills. You feel me? We gotta take care of these dudes, man. They paved the way for, the current generation and they legends, bro. We gotta take care of the people that, entertained us for all these years. All right, well, it's just not gonna count now. Dye my beard red. That'll never happen. Fuck y'all. Take it or leave it, nigga. I ain't shaving my mustache. I ain't shaving my goatee. I cut this right here. And I cut this right here. I'm gonna look young as hell. I know that. All right, well, it don't count then, man. It's cool. Mazuma is hard to break through in the YouTube yard. I'm glad you're down for the struggle, homie. What you mean by that, PYP? What you mean it's hard to break through in the YouTube yard? What that mean? Explain what you mean, man. I mean, in boxing, YouTube is tough. Shit, I would never shave my eyebrows. Never. I would never shave my eyebrows. I'm gonna be out here looking like Doja Cat. You got me fucked up. Never. Yeah, I get it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can see how it could be discouraging at times to, create content for boxing and shit like that. The boxing world be kind of dead most times, so I just be pretty much struggling to come up with topics. That's why I haven't really been dropping videos all like that, y'all, because it's like, what the fuck? Like, what is there to really talk? Like, what's going on currently in boxing right now that is worth making a video about that's actually gonna do some views? Because I could be in my historian bag and talk about Bivol and Better Beef and how I could do a breakdown. I could talk about my opinions, bro. That shit not gonna do no views, bro. Just being on YouTube, I'm thinking more of quality more than quantity. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. I could drop 8 videos a day and talk about all this other shit, but that shit ain't gonna do no views. I'd rather drop one video that'll do 500-600 views rather than dropping 8 videos that do 100 views a piece. I'm just not that type of person. You feel what I'm saying? I'd rather talk about shit that people want to speak about or at least hear about. Some of the most popular topics, y'all peep when Ryan Garcia Devin was happening. I was making videos nonstop. Whenever Tank fight, I talk about it nonstop. Whenever Bud fight, I talk about it nonstop. You know what I'm saying? But there's points and times, boxing got a lot of highs, got a lot of lows. You feel me? Right now, we at a low right now because we coming towards the end of the year. A lot of niggas not coming back till 2025. So it's not much really going on. That video you did on Turkey last month almost had 20K views. Yeah. I think you're talking about the John me and Greg was chopping it up on. But Cody flexing that Jerry went a little too much, like he beat Usyk or something. Ah man, his country took that shit real personal too, cause I heard they was celebrating like a motherfucker when Bacoli came back. So they looking at that as like a big deal, man. I mean, he hyped. He got an opportunity to fight on a big platform, and he showed out. But now, that's a little bit old now. Boxing is what have you done for me lately? That shit's starting to get outdated. So he got to find another opponent to show out against. So he got to fight somebody of quality, man. Fundora duck butt again. They talking about they gonna fight in early 2025. They better hope he beat Earl. They better hope he beat Earl. Listen, man, I told y'all. Look, bro, I told y'all, bro. As soon as Terrence Crawford petitioned to be Fundora's mandatory at 154 when he moved up, right? And Fundora beat Tim Zoo. As soon as I heard Samson Lukowicz start talking like, they didn't want to fight Bud and they rather fight Earl, bro, I already knew that they was gonna duck, bro. I knew that shit wasn't gonna happen. I'm like, Bud just gonna have to look another way or beat another champion at 54, which he did. But that I was saying he might as well just try to, beat somebody else at 54 because Earl pretty much took his spot and an opportunity to fight Fundora. And they like, oh well, he's gonna be Fundora's mandatory. Bro, Fundora will give that belt up, bro. He will give that belt up, have Bud fight somebody else for it, and he'll defend his WBC title against Earl Spence. Silks Bando said, "What you think about Dana joining boxing with them 50K paydays? That shit not gonna work unless he promoting a lot of like small time fighters. Them 50K paydays will be all right, but considering that he collabing with Turkey Al Sheik, probably Turkey gonna be the one that's gonna be funding all that shit. You know what I mean? So that's probably why he coming back in the boxing. He probably like, man, I'm gonna come back in the boxing and I don't gotta front the bread. Dana probably just gonna be the face of the shit or maybe doing the matchmaking, whatever the case is. But with him collabing with Turkey Al Sheik, I doubt he gonna be putting his own bread up in that situation. Bud versus Mel, we need it. Jamel gonna have to, yeah, Jamel gotta make a move, dog. You know what I'm saying? Dana said he ain't working with Bob or Oscar off the rip. Well, who he gonna work with then? Because Riyadh season, um, I think they got Top Rank and De La Hoya under their umbrella. Happy birthday, Chris Cobra. Don't be wishing Chris Cobra a happy birthday on this channel. Dana said he had a good relationship with Eddie Hearn. Well, that's the thing, and that's how you know. That's how you know Dana not going to do well in boxing, right? Because I remember Eddie Hearn did an interview where he was like, "Yo, you could burn down." And this shit was funny. Eddie Hearn was like, "Yo, you could burn down Bob Arum's house and call him an hour later, and he'll still make a fight happen with you." What he's trying to say is like, no matter what bullshit is said out there, how much they talk shit to each other, Bob Arum don't take it personal. He put the business first. Dana White is already coming into the situation with, feelings before you putting his feelings in the mix before, his business. You feel what I'm saying? He prioritizes his feelings over the business. So if he goes into this boxer shit and there's a big fight that could be made that could make them a shit ton of money, but it happens to involve, Bob or De La Hoya, Dana's gonna get in his feelings and, miss out on the payday when he should be standing on fucking business. And regardless of whether you like the nigga or not, you should still make the fight happen. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't know. Dana definitely need to get out his feelings. And you know what it is, bro? With him having the UFC, he didn't really have to collab with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So he could talk shit about niggas and still get shit done because, all that shit was in control with him. In boxing, he not gonna be in control of shit. Dana's gonna have a hard time swallowing his pride going into this boxing shit because a lot of promoters, they got to do it in order to break bread. Promoter A and promoter B could absolutely hate each other, but when there's so much money on the line, that y'all could come up off of, you know what I'm saying? You might have to, even though you dislike the nigga, you might have to work with him to get a bag. Dana seemed like he not gonna work with nobody to get a bag. He's not gonna do well. He's not gonna do well as a promoter. He's not gonna monopolize boxing. He can do that shit with MMA. He ain't doing that shit over here. That shit ain't gonna work. What was the point of Turkey investing in the UFC? I think the main reason why Turkey Al Sheikh was doing that was to attract more tourists over to Saudi Arabia. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's the main reason why Turkey Al Sheikh is doing this in the first place. Do I think he's a boxing fan? Yes, but I don't. But I don't think that's his main motivation behind making big fights happen and being so involved in boxing. I think Turkey Al Sheikh is making these big fights happen, so it could propel and motivate people to come over to Saudi Arabia to see these big events happen. Because Saudi Arabia has, somewhat, a tarnished reputation for like their history and what they currently do over there and, certain laws and regulations and shit. But if you sign a lot of big athletes over there, if you make a lot of big events happen over there, if you make a lot of, sports events happen over there, it'll entice people to go over there and, check out Saudi Arabia, put their bread up. They trying to attract tourists. From what I heard, from that fight that took place at LA at Riyadh season, they said as soon as you walked in the building, they was handing you flyers. They was handing you like brochures for like Saudi Arabia and, pretty much inviting you to go over there and shit. That's their main motive. That's their main objective. I heard Turkey talking about he in boxing for like he all in with the boxing shit. Like he ain't going nowhere, but we'll see. What was the point of Turkey investing in UFC if Dana want to do boxing? Well, Dana could do both. You feel me? They both big sports, and the more events over in Saudi Arabia, the better. Because, like I said, they trying to attract tourists over there so they could, profit. The tourism is the main reason. Absolutely, all these dudes do shit, bro. A lot of these dudes not in boxing because they the biggest fucking fans and they just love the sport. No, it's a lot of hidden agendas behind the shit that they do. You feel me? So that's Turkey Al Sheikh's reason. But regardless of what the reasoning is, you know, as long as we get in the fights we want, I could care less what his motives are or anything like that. I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the fights. Yeah, that's the main objective, bro. Bro, I could give a fuck about Chris Colbert turning 28. What's today? My prayers go out to everybody who shared a birthday with Chris Colbert and that ass. Yeah. I hope Turkey can make Cruz versus Keyshawn. I don't know if they would make that, bro. I don't know if they would make that. I was hearing that Andy Cruz going to substitute for Shakur and fight Cordina. I think that should be dope. That'll be huge. That'll catapult Andy Cruz's like rankings if he were to defeat Cordina with the amount of fights that he has. It seemed like they trying to fast track Andy Cruz for real, for real. They believe in him that much. If he were to just beat a former world champion, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't remember how many fights Andy got. He got like 3 or 4, maybe I don't know, 3 or 4. If he was to beat Cordina in his 5th or 6th bout, that'd be crazy. Man, fuck Kobe. You're goofy, bro. Keyshawn calling everyone out, but Andy probably because Keyshawn feel like he ahead of Andy right now, so ain't no point in calling him out from a professional aspect. You think Andy could beat him? You talking about Keyshawn? He definitely got the recipe. And this the thing though, is like the more they allow Andy Cruz to mature as a professional, the worse it's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? I think Andy Cruz is that talented. That's a world champion in the making right there. Oh, you talking about Cordina? Yeah, I think Andy could beat Cordina too. Just based off of what I seen with Cordina, I think Andy Cruz could get him. That's probably why they looking for that. That's probably why they acknowledging that fight for real, for real. Said Andy or Cobra. Keyshawn, Shoo Shoo, Tiger, who the one? I like Shoo Shoo, man. But Keyshawn the truth too. If I had to rank him, Keyshawn could fight, bro. I think Keyshawn. I think Bob gonna set Keyshawn up eventually against Baranchek or whoever end up winning between Baranchek and his next opponent. I think Keyshawn gonna line that up. Andy was Spark Colbert. Man, Andy would do Colbert dirty. Yeah, Keyshawn could rumble, bro. He a problem. Like we be,
we be criticizing Keyshawn, and I don't be like how he be moving sometimes, but that little motherfucker could fight. His mandatory fucked up the bag. All right, well, Bob Arum, he said it a while back. He was like, man, like if Shakur don't re-sign with me, I ain't giving him no opportunities. I could have given him the Barichak fight, but if he don't re-sign with us, I'll just give it to Keyshawn. So he telling you right there, like, what I mean? I'm gonna just throw the oop to Keyshawn, and he gonna punch on Barichak. You feel me? And I think Keyshawn could beat Barichak, by the way, based off what I seen. Said Andy gonna knock his ass out. Yeah, Andy will fuck Colbert up. And also, what you think about Tevin and Cepeda? We spoke about that shit earlier. I was talking about how, Tevin might give Cepeda some fits because of how slippery he is defensively. But I still believe that even with, Cepeda, missing, I still think he'll outwork Tevin Farmer. You feel what I mean? I think the pressure and the high volume from William Cepeda will overwhelm Tevin. I don't know if Tevin gets stopped, but I know he definitely gets outworked. I think if it goes 12, I believe that Cepeda will outland him. I think the pressure will get to him. Matias went ghost. No, I think Matias coming back soon. They was just talking about who he gonna fight in November or December or some shit like that. Why is Keyshawn on T.O. bumper all the time? But you probably don't know. You a little bit older, but that's a pause. But in terms of why Keyshawn on T.O. bumper, because he know T.O. easy work, and he got a world title. So he looking at T.O. as a come up. He looking at him as a payday. Everyone stopped talking about Matias ever since he lost. Yeah, bro, that's what happens. That's what happens, bro. Fans switch up on you like that, cuz. But I told, and I've been on the record saying this. I feel like if Matias were to rematch Leon Paro, he would beat him. Paro don't want that rematch, bro. He not gonna look in Matias' direction. What Matias need to do is rack up a couple wins and become Leon Paro's mandatory. That's what he need to do. Mark, I bet you ate a steak and cheese. Look at this big body motherfucker just want to talk about food like always. I ain't eat no steak and cheese today, cuz. I hardly ate today, to be real with you. I ate a sandwich at work. Then I came here and I ate some chicken tenders. Matias better work on his footwork and head movement. Matias got some solid, if you really watch Matias, bro, his defense not really bad. He got a tight high guard that he absorbs a lot of shots with. And I'll be seeing Matias slipping shots and shit like that. Now, I think he can get a little better at it. Definitely. I do think that he could be a little bit, more consistent with it, but he's shown some sort of defense in the past. I've seen Matias catch shots right here, bring the hand over. I've seen him slip shots. It needs to be on a more consistent basis. I don't think so, bro. I think you gotta watch Matias a little bit more. Matias should have not left Panda. My opinion, Panda is a top 5 trainer. I guess Matias wasn't happy with how the way Kent was going over there, so he moved on. Now, whether that hurts him or helps him, we'll see. How is Hitchens a mandatory and not pressing for a title shot? It's with the IBF, right? Man, Hitchens is a goofy, bro. He give me pussy vibes. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. That's what I think. I think he's scary. He don't want that. He don't want them problems, bro. It was from the freezer slime. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was good though. I put that bitch in the air fryer. Couldn't even tell. Shit was popping. Shit was popping for sure. I ain't even talking about Hitchens in terms of some friend type shit. I just think that he's scared. I think he a scary nigga, bro. You feel me? I think he a scary nigga. But all right, y'all. I've been on here an hour and a half, man. We spoke about everything. You feel me? Um, I'm tired of shit. I'm gonna go get me some rest. I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love on the live. If y'all can hit the like button on the way out, that'd be very much appreciated. You feel me? Share the video. You know what I'm saying? Make some mayo ketchup and you set. Psh, bro, you already, yeah, you know what you talking about, cuz you locked in. You already know what it is. That's that shit right there. But I think you got Matias misunderstood, man. I think it's a little bit more to his game than what you giving him credit for. But I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hit the like button, share the video, like the video, subscribe to the channel if y'all new. We do this on a regular basis. You feel what I'm saying? I'll be at y'all tomorrow on my post-fight reaction to the fights that's gonna be going on tomorrow. We're gonna speak about the Bruce Carrington situation. We're gonna speak about the Zayn Zaya situation. We're gonna speak about all of it. We probably gonna touch on the Alicia Bumgarner fight as well, man. So until then, y'all have a blessed, beautiful night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.